Welcome to the workshop. Today we're going to do two things basically. The first is I'll introduce you to Fortnite Game Development, the whole thing using on creative Fortnite phase. And second, we will also do some kind of simple Python to see how programming in professional ways working. So I'm going to change myself into a more gamified avatar, so it might look kind of more cool this way. And I'm going to share my screen. Today, mainly, we're going to learn about how to get started with game development, but I will share with you all the steps so that after the workshop, you can create your game and then publish it. So step one, let's say we are making a game and we're going to give it a reference to Fortnite. So let's say we are making our game in Fortnite, okay? And this is who we are. Let's say this is a character standing in Fortnite. You can fight with other players. Like you can attack, you can do all those things. You can move. What are the things that you see in your game? Interact, awesome. Yeah. So we have interact. You can jump. Okay, so also you can move, jump. You can play games like solo. Yes, you can do different kind of modes into your game. You can even change your avatar, customize your character, right? Fly around with parachutes and so much more. Right, all these things are basically available to you to do in your game because as a developer, someone has created them for you. So we're going to learn about how all these things are going to happen. Now, what we're going to do first today is we're going to create our own land. We're going to make a simple game here. So let's say I'm the player over here. How am I going to move the screen around? Step one, what I'm going to do is we're going to use WASD to move on your keyboard and on your mouse. Let's say if this is your mouse on your keyboard or with your keyboard, you have two controls, the left mouse button and the right mouse button. Cool? So when you hold the left mouse button, you will be able to do control things, while the right mouse button, you will be able to, there are other functionalities to do. But now let's say, where do we find these kind of things? Even if you're playing it on console or anything, there is a special place called creative. So in a creative world, you're going to be spawned into this whole hub, which will have many communities, many maps to play. So for now, I want to create my own game here. I'll be going to the console, this area, and we're going to pick a map. I'm going to actually pick a new map here. So I'll say create new item. Okay, there are multiple choices here. I'm going to let you tell me pick one from it. So actually, let's use something very simple so I can ask you to add a few things to it, okay? So I'm going to click on this temporate island, click on confirm. Well, let's name it as our map today. Now I just created the land. It's time to jump in, okay? It's time to jump in. I'm going to go over here and there we go. And I'm just going to load my player into the world that we have created. All right. That might take a while, so I'm just going to speed up. And there we go. Now, to explain you about this whole movement, I'm using my mouse. A mouse is basically, if you move your mouse, it's similar to if you're playing it on console, it's like the whole thing is same, just the controls are different. So if you're using a mouse, you're basically moving this mouse to control your camera. Thank you. So you're going to control your camera using your mouse. If you hold this thing, you will be able to select things and basically, move your sword or all that thing. Cool? So we're going to be working down instead. First thing first, we want to create a game where we can collect some points. So right now my player is walking, and the coolest thing about the developer thing is you can fly too. Like if I hit the space key 2 times, I can fly up in the air and create this whole map around. Now my map is kind of empty. There is nothing pretty much there. So we can add cars, buildings, and everything. Now, being a developer, you always need to maintain or think about the memory, which is going to be used. Usually, you have a limited amount of memory. That means it's huge. It's enough. It's more than enough. But you cannot exceed that limit. The reason, because once your game go live, you won't be able to, tell people, you won't be able to load that thing into everyone's computer, PlayStation, Also, you need to maintain that memory. First thing, we're gonna learn something about variables, okay? And it's about a coding thing. In computers, when you store something, and for example, I have this coin in Fortnite. What do we say then? V-Bucks? So we have, let's say these are our V-Bucks, which are empty for now. And I'm gonna give them some name, B and C. So we now got 3 variables here. Now the value I want to write down inside each of the circle is, let's say the value of A is 5, B is 10, but value of C, I'm going to give it A plus B. Can anyone tell me what do you think the value of the C V-Buck should be? Value of C is 15. The reason is we're using 5 from here, we're using 10 from there, we're adding them together. Now let's put it to work in Fortnite game. Now, when you're making games, you do a lot of logic behind. Now in this game, I want to make like, you can go collect some kind of coins by yourself. So how to do that? There is a key on your keyboard for letter P. You're going to use letter P to open phone, and you're going to use letter I to open your toolbar. So we're going to be using these 2 keys here. And just to say, we are using W, A, S, and D to move our character, okay? And mouse to move the camera. Right now, I'm over here, and I'm going to open up I to open up the inventory place. Click on create, and there are a lot of things you can add in your map. We have consumables, we have prefabs, we have building, galleries, so much more. All right, we got all of these things into the game now. It's time to go and see how it's looking. So to equip all your shotguns, we don't need to do that exactly. So I'm going to go back here and equip. Good. We are ready. By the way, I'm just going to go over here, click on E. Oh, backpack is kind of full now. So I'm going to go to I. Let's just say add to chest. I'm going to drop this one. Good. Thank you. And so we got a couple of guns over here, which we don't need. And we have all these weapons to try. But it's similar to what you do. It's the same thing, exactly. Thank you, Rod. Yeah, it's the same thing what you do in Fortnite. You are being a creator now. And you can even build what you usually do, In Fortnite in the game, you can do the building. But as a developer, you have even more bigger tools. You can actually add a building. So if you go to galleries or prefab, and let's say I want to add Cyber City building, I can get it to my place and come back to the game. Click on 3, and let's say I want to create that whole huge building over there. There we go. Cool. Pretty quick, right? Now, coming to the main topic. Now we need to create a game. A game to create, I'm actually just going to select one. A game to create all these selectables. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add that thing here. And from all the thing, I'm going to go and need just one little thing. And that's going to be, just deselect my computer. Okay. So I don't need all that thing. I just need a coin, the V-Buck. It's a collectible thing. So to delete stuff, I'm going to open my phone by pressing the P letter key. Use the X to delete things. Like that. Simple. So it's kind of deleting things. Yeah. We're creating games how we can just like kind of a treasure hunt. It's not exactly a game. It is going to be a kind of a quick tutorial to show you how to get started, but there is endless things you can do. You can create games on obstacle. So mostly in this workshop, we're going to learn about how to just get yourself started with Fortnite Game Development. So this is going to be a very simple game, which is going to be a collection game, where as a player, you need to find and collect as much coins as you can within a given period of time. So right now, I have this coin with me, and I'm going to do some kind of customization to it. So we got this kind of collectible coin, and I'm gonna do some customization by going here, pressing the E key, and yeah. So yeah, the collectible object is coin, and there are a lot of things which we're gonna do into it. For example, I want it to be consumed by anyone, whoever is playing the game. Good. Second, do we need a sound? Okay. What about the score? How much do you all think we should give to the people who are playing it? Send me a suggestion in the chat box. We can give the score which we like. So how much do you all think? How much should we give the score? Each time you're at 1,000 coins, 100 points for each. That would be too much XP for the game, people. Anyone can win the game though. 50? What about 10? So at least if you get 10 coins, you get 100 points. I was usually going to go with 1, but that's too slow. So, all right. Hirat says 50. Make it 15. Okay. Jayden says 5. 15. I got 2 votes for 15 though. All right. Let's keep it 15. It's fine. It's our game. We can do whatever we like. So I'm going to say for each count, you're going to get 15 points or 15 XP. All right, this looks good. What about the more things? Like, you know, there are, you can collect, any team can collect. You can have multiple teams later. When you want to make a game about 2 teams fighting together, you can have those things too. Consume collected by anyone. Visible to opposing player, never. We don't want to make a team fight like that. And show pickup effects. Okay, yeah, I need all of that thing. Display score update on HUD. Yeah. And HUD is basically what's on your screen. Yeah. And I need all that thing. Message is score. Yeah, it should say coins. I wouldn't say score, I would say coins. And the color. Okay, everything is fine. That's more in detail. You don't need to do that in detail. And everything else look good. Now I want to duplicate this thing and place it around my map. So to duplicate it, open your phone, or just, you know, on your phone, or if you're using a mouse, you're gonna click on this key over here to copy. All right, so that's what I'm doing over here. I'm gonna clear all this thing and copying it and placing it on different places. Okay, that's enough, I guess. Yes, I got a question in time. Where do you find the coin? I'm gonna press E. To get a coin, you just need to go to the devices and search for consumable or collectible. Sorry, a collectibles library. Just soon as you write COLLE, you will find the collectibles gallery inside device to find the coin. And it's going to be a series of things that's going to spawn up with it. So make sure you just select the coin and delete the rest of it. I want to make the game ready. So I'm going to go to my island and let's do the thing. First, we would say how many players can join? 16 for now. That's enough. Team size dynamic. Revert to classic. Okay, this all looks kind of fine. Team rotation. Yeah, you can keep on changing team after every round. Every free for all, and yeah, nothing to do here. So we're gonna go to setting, and everything is default here, but I'm just gonna say allow manual respawn. Time of day, default. You can set the time of day. I'll keep it random, and well, 20 minutes too big. All right, let's go back and pick a random time, and nothing to change here. UI, time direction. Game winner display time 3 seconds. Do you see how all everything is kind of open for you now right now? You can change all these things. So start game. You will see I'm starting the game, and this is almost the end of a workshop. By the way, I'm only the first one because I'm only playing and testing it. But there we go. We got 4 minutes to collect, and whoever collects gets the winner. Just to show you how this is working. See, the simplest thing also gives you 15 coins. We haven't added the score. We haven't made a condition where we say the game that we got 100 points and we get the winner. But yeah, pretty cool, right? Just to get started. So right now I'm first with 165 coins. Hooray! So thank you everyone. Thank you for joining and hope I'll see you all sooner. Bye.